Hey guys, welcome to Escape the Indoors. My name is Josh. If you guys have been watching this channel, you've noticed that over the last year I've been hiking with a puppy. This is Kaia. She is an 11-month-old Boston Terrier, and in this video I want to go over the experiences that I've had learning how to hike with the puppy and raising her to be a trail dog, basically. So I was fortunate enough to get Kaia at 6 weeks old, which I was kind of worried about, but at the same time I kind of used that to my advantage. We were living in Massachusetts at this time last year, so we had access to trails behind us and lived in a neighborhood where there was lots of friendly dogs. So I was able to socialize her, introduce her to some big dogs, small dogs, and most importantly, the woods. I started going on walks with her probably around 7 weeks. Short walks. I tried to keep it in the mornings and at night where it was cooler. She did not like the sun as a puppy, and whenever we went out I would always bring lots of water and things to make it fun, like her toys, just to get her motivated and excited. She definitely did like exploring as a puppy, so that was also kind of terrifying. One time she ate like a dead mouse, which I was petrified. Called the vet and they were just like, it's okay as long as it wasn't near any poison. So that was terrifying, but I ended up taking risks where if you go online you kind of see different opinions of how early you should take out your dog, how many miles you should do, things like that. But every dog is different, so with Kaia I made sure she was always having fun, and when she got tired we stopped or I carried her, and if it was sunny I would carry her through the sunspots into the shade, so things like that. As time went on we did more and more miles, and I was hiking with Kaia off leash before she was on leash, so she has always kind of followed me, and whenever we hike in the woods she never really goes out of my sight. We are still working on her recall right now, but whenever I say her name, she will always usually come. If she's in front of me she will stop, and if I need to put her on leash she will wait for me to put her on leash. Training is very important, but also just getting out and bonding with your dog I feel is also just as important. But anyways, this video is mostly about the gear we've been using to get out hiking and backpacking. So let's start with her harness. I basically use the same harness for her, obviously different sizes, but the same brand as when she was a puppy, and I really like it because it's super simple and there's no like straps that could dig into her. This is the Voyager harness. It's from Amazon. It's like 13 bucks, but it's super light and breathable, and stretchy, super easy to get on. It just goes on like that. She usually just steps into it, and then velcros, and then it's got 2 clips right here. I really like this particular one because of the double D rings. They're really well sewn on, so I can have confidence and like lift her up in case like she slips on a rock or I need to carry her or pick her up. So that's her harness, and for a leash I use a runner's leash. So it's got a belt and it's pretty springy, so that just clips on here, which is cool, and she can pull a little bit, but it's got a little give, which is nice. It's got 2 handles, so if I need to hold her close I can do that, or use it like a regular leash. And also unclips, so I can clip it to a rope or around a tree. But I really like it because it's got D-rings down the side, so when she's off leash I clip these together, and then I clip it onto this D-ring and basically have it hanging by my side ready to go if I need it. She usually is off leash when there are no people around, but I like to be able to quickly put her on leash. If I see people on the trail or an animal, I always have her on leash, because even though she's really friendly, another dog on leash might not be friendly, so if she runs up to that dog and they get in a brawl, it's my fault. Or if she runs up to a kid and she just wants to play and say hi, and the kid is terrified of dogs, it's also my fault. So generally speaking, any kind of public place, she is on leash, especially in parking lots. It's just common courtesy. Even though your dog is really friendly, other people might not like dogs. It's as simple as that. So for camping, the nice thing about a small dog is that you don't need to carry that much stuff, because in a hammock she just sleeps with me. In a tent, I bring a separate sleeping pad for her. This is a cut down Z-Lite. I either bring this longer one, which is 6 panels, or I have a 4-panel one, which I usually bring if we're doing hammock. It just doubles as a sit pad and gives her a nice place to lay down at camp. But the main thing that allows us to go super minimal with her gear is that she's got these booties, so I can throw her in the hammock and then do camp chores and not worry about my quilts or her ripping the fabric. Same thing with a tent. I have a Dyneema tent, which is really expensive, so I don't want to throw her in there with like her bare claws. But also she can sleep on the air mattress with me wearing these, and she can also use them as regular booties for like hot rocks or road walks. So she walked 3 miles the other day on a road in pretty hot sun, so these worked great. And these were the only ones that I've been able to get her to hike in. They're from this company, Mountain Ridge. They are based in Maine. They are a family-owned company, and these are great price. They're like $3 a booty versus some other ones I've tried, which are really heavy and over-designed and really stiff that she just did not want to walk in. The other things we use for hiking are a rain jacket. From what I can see, there aren't very many actually good rain jackets for dogs. It just seems like they're gonna get wet either way. So this is a really cheap one. It is blaze orange, so it doubles as a coat for her in the fall during hunting season. But yeah, it's really easy. It just velcros in front and underneath. Super lightweight, super compact. So I just put this in the back mesh with my rain jacket, and yeah. And also for sleeping, we use this base layer, just like us. She gets a long sleeve base layer. This one's by Canada Pooch. There probably are cheaper ones. This is really bougie, but I do like their stuff. This keeps her warm, but it also keeps all the, like, if she gets dirty, keeps the hammock clean, keeps the quilts clean. So that's really nice. And yeah, I just put this on probably like an hour before we go to bed when it gets cold out. Base layer, nice. Oy. Something that I've been experimenting with, this is a cooling vest. So you just dip this in water, and dogs don't sweat. They cool themselves through their nose and through their paws. So this acts as evaporative cooling, and it works good. It's just you have to have access to water, and it does dry up really fast. So it's not always as efficient as it could be. What else we got? And in cooler weather, I of course bring a jacket. This is a very lightweight one. In winter, I'll bring a heavier one and also a snowsuit, but this is just nice to have at camp for like fall and spring. But obviously I don't bring this in the summer, just the colder nights. If I know it's gonna be wet or muddy, I will bring a little pack towel just to dry her off and wipe any dirt or mud off, but this is only on certain occasions, not all the time. I also bring some Amstel with me, and this is to either tie between 2 trees and then I can clip the leash to it so she can run back and forth, or I can just use it as a longer leash. It's really light and really useful for like if I need to walk away or I'm with a bunch of people and I want her on leash, so she's not running around and messing with other people's stuff. So I always bring this. And food. So for her food and water, I bring a collapsible Sea to Summit cup. I only bring one of them, and I keep this in my hip belt pocket, so I can easily take it out and give her water when I drink water. I keep my water up front, so it's very convenient. Also in the hip belt pocket, I carry treats, her normal training puppy treats, but also when we hike, I bring a higher protein freeze-dried treat, which is like natural meat. That's just something special, and I will sprinkle that over her kibble, what she gets for breakfast and lunch. So it's just something added, extra protein to her normal food. And for dinner, she gets a dehydrated, human-grade dog food. So it's just something special. I know I like to have a hot meal for dinner, something to look forward to, and I think that she appreciates something different than kibble. So this is made by Honest Kitchen, and I actually give this to her daily as a topper for her kibble, so I don't just throw this in the mix because puppies' stomachs are pretty sensitive, so I don't want to change her food just for hiking. But for dinner time at camp, she'll get this first, and if she's still hungry, then I'll add some more kibble. And if we're going multiple days, I'll bring some supplements. I've got a few from Pet Honesty. This one's like a turmeric and fish oil supplement. For joints, just like when I go on longer hikes, I bring wild salmon oil and turmeric, and it just keeps any inflammation down. And yeah, it's just a good thing to do when you're hiking long miles. Happy joints, happy hike. Also for her water, I carry this stuff Nulo. It's an electrolyte supplement that you just spray in the water. It's kind of like the equivalent to Mio for us. It's got vitamins, it's got electrolytes. I'm trying to think what else. What else you got? So this was just a quick video going over some of the gear that we use. We're still figuring things out, especially with her food, but it's nice that hiking with a small dog, you don't need to bring a lot of stuff. I end up carrying everything for her. I don't make her carry a pack or anything. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I will leave all the gear in the description. And if you found any information in this video useful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. And I hope you guys find time to get outside and escape the indoors.